Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So let us hit the intro because this story is juicy and you want to meet it. So let's go. Hi and welcome back to my channel. As you already know, this is Lite Talks with Lisa and I am your host Lisa Mwabia, and I got a very shocking story. I was like, like in this Nigeria, this is actually happening. No, we must talk about it because we must dissect this story. Because I even have another story I'm going to add on top to make you understand that marriage is not what you seem like. Marriage is not really what it seems to be these days. Now, as you already know, I will always bring the book, and that is where I always write down everything that you want to know about the story we're talking about. But before I do that, what are you doing? Why not click the subscribe button? Subscribe to this channel so that you can make this channel move forward, because you want to get more stories from this channel. Okay, I know you do, and I know that you also want to get notification of other stories that are yet to come. So what are you waiting for? Click that bell, make it to ring, and also click the subscribe button. That is the only way you can support this channel, and also like this video. So I am going to show you the story, but before I do that, I want to say this. Why exactly did she climb the fence? Why exactly with somebody that is in her own matrimonial home? Why would she climb the fence knowing fully well that she is not guilty? It is only someone who is guilty that will actually climb the fence. But you already know that as I am, I would never ever judge a story by only one side. But I am just going to tell the story as I see it, because there are lots of things that are happening in this country. I won't even go to the world. In this country presently, that will shock you and you'll be like, what? So before I do that, let us hit the video. Now this is the video.
Just because of nasi with a SIM card you just chat with indi between Oike na WhatsApp. Na Facebook ewe mudegi na make enough kana fun kita anya na ewe mudegi just otu arapi otu a na mudegi na ka ewe just with a SIM card just play like this play otu a with a SIM card na ki jibobo also na ki jibobo also the ball was where to fence, bube ladder, where you win. What do you feel now? What do you feel now? What also for? What a SIM card? Can the bull just for feel man? That's it into annual. This is only just 1 month and into annual day far. It's still see the bito now also sound. If I kitchen, we have the kitchen throughout the whole night in the tilly, the man about. All I could be 11 or 12. We booked our in garden and Osubo. Every fucking day. If I can send me book here with the throughout. That's why I'm Ngasia Bata. Now I was on a phone. Keep a pale muso. For the mamma not a yamata. A man who can't alarm. A man who unable on a man. I've been never call with boys. Now I shout with them. Phone, I don't know, 4 hours for the wood in every fucking day. The day when you're name. Look at if I follow or if you're in a if I'm one name. If all if you're in a make one name, if I look at pure. If I follow your name, make one name. But you're Munyam Grania. Why in Genoa? Why in Genoa when the Grania? Never can't we are as you know. Nkịtị was ya asụ onye ori na-eko mba na anya but ya no obula oda na mkpọ isi na ana gbanum ke emme look at ke dia mmekwu obula oda akpọ isi na look at nego na Chineke nna mekwala m ebele Chineke nego mba na anya ya nego nwunye m na-eme nego anya gbanum nu nego anya biko nu. Can even this way no one can put her.
I know you are shocked as me. You are shocked as I am. I was shocked when I got the video this morning. I was like, what? Is this really happening in Nigeria? The summary of this story is this. The husband went to the CCTV in the house and he was watching. What he said in the video was that the reason why she was actually climbing the fence to run away was because he told her to bring the SIM card that she has been using to chat her boyfriends and probably whatever, her male lovers or whatever. And she refused to give it to him because he wanted to use as evidence to show her family members that this is what your daughter has been doing. Barely 1 month I got married to her. And I'm like asking myself, how can somebody be like that? He said she doesn't cook, she just lazes around, the house, she lazes about, she doesn't do anything. And you are like, what? Really? Okay, you already know how we do it here. We must always talk about this story. I brought out few questions I want to ask that will make us to actually think wide, that will shock you to your bone marrow. You'll be like, what is actually happening? Why not just stay single? Why marry? Whew. Because this is actually a very, very sensitive story, but still it has to be told because there's even an additional bonus story that I will talk about next week, but I'm going to introduce it because there may be other stories that are attached to it. Okay, so the first question is, why would a woman jump like that away from her own home? Like, most people were blaming the dog. Like, why was the dog not barking? The dog already knew her. The dog probably would have been very, very surprised, because if I was the dog, I would have been like, Madam, what did they do? Madam, what are you doing? You understand me? So I'm sure that the dog didn't even know what to do, because the dog probably already knows her, because it's a matrimonial home. According to what the husband said, she had been there for 1 month. Like, I don't see why you should be jumping like that in your own home. You are in your house, right? Why should you be jumping like a thief? It's as if you just stole from your husband and you're running away. Why should you be jumping the fence? You didn't even say, oh, you are jumping the gate. It's the fence. Barbed wired fence. Hey! This is serious. In as much as I may be showing my, the funny part of me through my expression, this is actually serious. Like, what is marriage turning into? If you don't want to get married, don't marry. What is all this? What is marriage is looking now like a jamboree? You just come, share rice, share gifts, you go home. If it doesn't work out, you divorce and you go home. Wow. What's actually happening? And some people are even blaming the dog. What did that dog do to you people? That is obviously her house. So the dog has gotten used to her. So why should people blame the dog? Someone was like, that dog should have held her, should have beaten her, and all that. I'm like, seriously? No, now. No. You don't need to blame the dog. That is obviously her home. So the dog has gotten used to her. The world we live in. The second question, is she guilty as charged? Like, why would she be running? It's still the same question we are asking. It's still the same thing as the first question. Is she guilty for what the man said? Like, all of us know, you and I both know that nobody will run from something except they are guilty. Now, the thing that even marveled me is, how did she manage to hide that ladder? How did she manage to get that ladder? Somebody's wife. Now, maybe I have a son tomorrow, and her child wants to get married to my son. This is the mother-in-law I don't really know. This is surprising. It's really, really surprising. Like, why will you be running away from something that you are not guilty of? If you are not guilty, there is no reason for you to run. I don't see the reason why you should be running away from, your husband, probably because he asked you for the SIM card. Normally, there are lots of people who I know of that when they got married, they were like, oh, I'm going to change my SIM. I'm married now. There's nothing that concerns me with other people, because you already know that once a Nigerian woman, or once women are getting married, or once women are in the, the ripe age to get married, there will be a lot of suitors. So there will be this guy, that guy, guy A, guy B, guy C, the guy D, Z, up to Z, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and all that. So till she manages to choose the person that she wants to get married to. So some people have it that once they get married, they just change their SIM. So nobody calls them. They may change their social media accounts so nobody disturbs them. But everybody has the level they do their own thing. But where a lady is still chatting her boyfriends while in her matrimonial home, even if sometimes we say men are guilty, must the bad thing come from you as a woman? You should make sure that you are not in the wanting aspect of the issue. You understand? You should make sure that your hands are clean. So that at the end of the day, you know that, oh, you did the best you could to make the marriage work and all that. So I'm wondering, why will she run away? Like, is she guilty? Does she? Maybe probably she's guilty. But I wish she could actually tell the side of her story so we can actually know what actually happened. Without emotional blackmail. Because women, we are fond of that. I have to be honest. You know what I mean. Now, the third question is, what is happening in marriages these days? Like, I don't really understand what is actually happening in marriages, because you just see maybe an Igbo man may just want to get married and he just brings out his phone. Okay, Chinelo, Chiamaka, Chika, Amaka, Munachi, Chisom, whatever they call it and all that. He's there scrolling and scrolling. Oh, Chiamaka is fine. Oh, Marama, she's beautiful. But no, Oike, she doesn't have the qualities of Oboya. She doesn't really have it. So swipe. We will not marry this one. Kampo Chika na Amaka. Nime ha abo. Onye obula kwere mlo. So is that how you marry? So when the marrying become pick one, what? Or Ludo, Seke. Gini ka na-akpọ ya? When did getting married become what? Pick one, go market, pick two. That's the problem we have when people are actually choosing wives. They actually choose wives according to what they see. Now, this girl probably they may have told her that, oh, get married to this man, he has everything, he can take care of you. Now, barely 1 month, she's already behaving like this. How will she take care of your children? How is that possible? How will she take care of your children? This is very, very surprising. Like, I don't know what to say. Okay, let's just leave it. But things are happening in marriages. That takes me to number 4. How are people getting married? See, the same thing I just talked about. People are now picking the finest girl, the girl with the with the attributes, the qualities of a sexy lady is who you get married to. Is that how people choose women these days? We really need to do better. Even when we choose men based on how rich his pocket is. Nobody cares to know what he has upstairs. Sometimes when you choose husbands or wives, think about your generation. Think about what they have upstairs, because most times the women are actually the ones that will train these children. So if she doesn't have something here, she cannot give what she doesn't have. So what are we saying? That takes me to number 5. Who are you getting married to? Now, let me drop this picture here. Are you shocked as I am? I too was shocked when I saw it. Probably, this girl may be one of those drunk girls that, may have married and told nobody to show her marriage to other people because she still wants to have clients. Like, I'm asking myself, why are you not getting married? There are lots of good girls that are out there. No, most men prefer to go for the flashy ones. So why are you complaining? And again, for the women, if you know you will not get married, why bother? Why I don't know. Why are you bothering? Why bother to just create issues and damage some people's thinking and mindset? Like, you are getting married and tell your friends not to post your wedding because you don't want your clients to actually, know. So it doesn't spoil business for you. Like, how do people get married these days? Like, what is happening? Wow. I'm surprised though. I know that I'm the one that is talking. I am still surprised because a lot of things are actually happening. And we are just like, oh yeah, okay, people are going to outgrow it, they are still young, don't really know much about marriage, and you are going to have children in that marriage. What exactly do you want the children to do? What exactly do you want them to learn? These children will come out and mix with other people, and this is the kind of home training you give to them. Wow. How can, I don't know. So as a runs girl, you have a child. How do you expect to train that child? Like, I don't really understand people these days. Well, I want to see what you say in the comments. And I know that the stories are so overwhelming, but just get ready, because the stories will still be coming. They will still be coming and coming and coming. Because, story no dey finish for Nigeria. Story no dey finish for this world. See you in my next video. Stay good and stay true to yourself. I love you as always. Bye.